Small town dust on heavy leather. Work the factory in the rainy weather. I cut the grain, I stitch the seams. A life built up on industrial dreams. But I remember when we were young, before the evening bell will ever rung. Going home to Kettering, rolling back down that narrow road. Going home to Kettering, lay down the burden, drop the heavy load. Oh, Kettering, I'm going home. Cotton candy clouds at Wigston Park. We would wander late, long after dark, dancing through the trio hall, drinking at the Royal. Cold nights huddled on the northern soil. But I remember when we were young, before the evening bell will ever rung. Going home to Kettering, rolling back down that narrow road. Going home to Kettering, lay down the burden, drop the heavy load. Oh, Kettering, I am going home. Rock and roll through the 10.5 nights, holding hands tight under dim shop lights. It's Gold Street and the Odeon back road, watching the poppies play and watching him roll, winning at the goal, saving my soul, blessing the whole house. Rolling back down that narrow road. Going home to Kettering, lay down the burden, drop the heavy load. Oh, Kettering, coming home, coming home, coming home. Yeah, Kettering, Kettering, oh, going home to you, Kettering, my Kettering. Oh, yeah, looking back now. Trains clicking on the rusty track, bringing all the old feelings back. Past the water meadows green, best sights that I have ever seen. Gold Street windows catch the morning sun. Work is over and the fun has begun. Through Church Yard where the gravel grinds, leaving every heavy thought behind. Going home to Kettering, yes, I'm going home to Kettering, where the boots are made of leather. In the change, yeah, and English weather. Going home to Kettering, yeah, I'm going home. Friday nights at the Tin Hat, we used to roll and rock like that. In the back row of the Dury stayed, watching every single part they played. Poppy charging down and rocking the road, while the autumn wind and heavy whistles blow. Heavy whistles blow. Heavy whistles blow. Drinking bitter at the Royal Hotel, thinking that we suited the place well. To the trio hall for a final boots are made of leather. Interchange, yeah, and English, well, they're calling home to Kettering. Yeah, I'm going home. Blah, 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 blah. Old red brick steaming as soot on the sill. The factory bell stayed still. Where the leather cutters worked for the king, I recall. Post office arcade after school. Acting a fool before the winter started to sting. Wicksteed water splashing high. Underneath the gray northern sky, and we were young, we were so young. Going home to Kettering, taking the train back through the rain. Going home to Kettering, finding the pieces that remain. I'm going home, yes, I'm going home. Alf Bailey had the latest spin, walking right in to hear the needle hit the black wax. Poppies on the grass at Rockingham Road, carrying the load, the crowd shouting through the cracks. Smell of grease from Bagshaw's shop, wondering if the world would stop. And we were young, we were so young. Going home to Kettering, taking the train back through the rain. Going home to Kettering, finding the pieces that remain. I'm going home, yes, I'm going home. Ice buns from Barlow's Central Hall shadows. Saturday night, Saturday light, we lost it, we found it, we left it all behind. Going home to Kettering, taking the train back through the rain. Going home to Kettering, finding the pieces that remain. I'm going home, yes, I'm going home. Going home to Kettering, taking the train back through the rain. Going home to Kettering, finding the pieces that remain. I'm going home, yes, I'm going home.
Smoke rising from the furnaces, burning through the boots we made for a lifetime. Poppies playing down at Rockingham Road. I felt the thunder, I heard the crowd roar. Standing in the shadows of the crane, waiting for the sun to kill the rain. I saw the ghosts of yesterday, turning all the heavy night to gray. I
clouds above, falling down like rain. Going home to Kettering, taking a train to where we started. Going home to Kettering, fixing the pieces of the broken hearted. Yes, I'm going home to Kettering. Spin records, Al Bailey sold us every summer dream. Bottles, ice, bun sitting sticky on the tongue. Steam from back shows, fish and chips on a paper tray. I see the ghost of us in every narrow lane. The heavy clouds above, falling down like rain. Going home to Kettering, taking a train to where we started. Going home to Kettering, fixing the pieces of the broken hearted. Yes, I'm going home to Kettering. Sends a horse spin, fast shoes on the timber, running through the arcade, running for the shelter, running from the change. The post office holes, waiting for your call. Everybody knows. Going home to Kettering, taking a train to where we started. Going home to Kettering, fixing the pieces of the broken hearted. Yes, I'm going home to Kettering. To Kettering, back to the town I know. To Kettering, let the feeling go. Going home to Kettering, taking a train to where we started. Going home to Kettering, fixing the pieces of the broken hearted. Yes, I'm going home to Kettering, yeah. Oh, lying stiffer down by the clock tower stalls in the biting wind with no money at all. The steam train rolling slow down the iron track, pockets filled with lint, looking for a way back. Where did my Kettering go? Buried in the snow, under the red brick hill, where the river flows. Where did my Kettering go? Tell me if you know. Dusty shelves at Fredmore's place, reading old paperbacks, learning things they didn't teach down at Henry Gosh. George Hotel, downstairs bar, watching shadows fall. Lost another night at the North Park Club Ball. Where did my Kettering go? Buried in the snow, under the red brick hill, where the river flows. break by a red brick down a Rockingham road. I remember mud and those shirts, looking for glory in a cold rain. Crowds at the poppies screaming for a goal. The grass looked greener than before the stadium turned to dust. Oh, I am going home to Kettering. Yes, I am going home to Kettering, to the town where the smoke stays low, where the pace is sweet and slow. Going home to Kettering. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, us is gone now, no more pick and mix in a bag. Walking through the post office arcade, waiting for the weekend to begin. Sugar on my lip from a barlow's eyes, bun back shawls, wrapping up the chips in paper, tasting the salt and the vinegar heat. Oh, I am going home to Kettering. Yes, I am going home to Kettering, to the town where the smoke stays low, where the pace is sweet and slow. Going home to Kettering. Oh, 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 oh. Maybe I lost a thread. Maybe I found my head. Maybe I missed the bed. Looking for vinyl at Alf Bailey's place. Checking the window, Central Hall. Wishing the winter wouldn't bite so hard. Running through the trees at Wick's Pub. Oh, I am going home to Kettering. Yes, I am going home to Kettering, to the town where the smoke stays low, where the pace is sweet and slow. Going home to Kettering. Going home to Kettering. Going home. Food from Marks and Sparks, eating on a wooden bench, the iron in the air. I'm finally back. Going home to Kettering.
Oh, driving slow down the Rockingham Road, yeah. Wicksteed water splashes, summer stains and Sunday ashes. Spend my weekly wage on 45s, looking through the market stalls where old soul throbs. Took a girl for burgers at the Wimby Bar. Did I need a heavy coat or a car? Still got that old feeling, got that high ceiling, thinking of the town I knew, singing the Kettering blues. Lord, I'm singing the Kettering blues, with my muddy boots and my worn out shoes, singing the Kettering blues, singing the Kettering blues, yeah. How the theater stood so tall, I would shake from wall to wall. Saw the Stones and saw the Who. Wild nights and nothing to do. Rising sun had a heavy pint. Walking home through the chilly night, stumbled past the Laramie, but wonder how we got this far. Still got that old feeling, got that high ceiling, thinking of the town I knew, singing the Kettering blues. Lord, I'm singing the Kettering blues, with my muddy boots and worn out shoes, singing the Kettering blues, singing the Kettering blues, singing the Kettering blues.
nails, red bricks through the drizzle, half-eaten buns from Barlow's on a Saturday morning. The park gate swings, Wicksteed memories and metal slides. Water chute was a mountain once, back before the edges smoothed away, back before the rain set in. Going home to Kettering, Northampton shackled. Going home to Kettering, let the ironworks take hold. Let the pavement meet my shoes, coming home to you. Home again, back to the hill, home again. I dig through crates, I barely spend something rare. Polished black, disc as a ghost and dust. I buy the rhythm and the heat. Carry it past Central Hall, past the arch of the arcade. Empty pockets and full heavy hearts, waiting for the weekend crowd. Going home to Kettering, Northampton shackled. Going home to Kettering, let the ironworks take hold. Let the pavement meet my shoes, coming home to you. Maybe I lost, maybe I won, maybe I'm tired. Woolies is gone with the sugar sweets. Backshaw's wrapped my fish and salt. Warm paper on the winter wall. Poppy shouting on the road. Mud on the boots and the floodlights low. Marks and Spock's food. Super trade dinners on the floor. Father was a shadow by the fire, looking at the map of old maps, hearing every church bell ring, feeling every heavy bell ring, counting every metal bell ring. Going home to Kettering, Northampton shackled. Going home to Kettering, let the ironworks take hold. Let the pavement meet my shoes, coming home to you. Home again, way back home, Rockingham Road. Home again.
Yeah. Old Fred Moore behind the counter, flipping pages of history in the dust of Montague Street. While I climbed the climbing frame, rode a water chute at Wicksteed Park. But the clock turns cold and the trains run late and the factory gates stay shut. Where did my Kettering go? Where did my Kettering go? Where did my Kettering go? Down Gold Street where the rain begins to blow. I stood shivering in Henry Gott's blazer, bagging market denim cinched with a leather cord, counting copper for a drink at the George Hotel, chasing ghosts of girls from the North Park disco floor. Now the shops are dark and the people stay in, and the sky turns gray like slate. Where did my Kettering go? Where did my Kettering go? Where did my Kettering go? Down Gold Street where the rain begins to blow. Maybe it stayed in the engine oil. Maybe it stayed
Alright, right then. Wickstead Park on a Sunday, spinning round till we felt quite sick. 6 long lines at Stamford Road, Mr. Miller swung the cane real quick. Just a nippler in the hallway. Nicking apples from the market stall, bagging spuds before the heavy rain, laughing till we hit the wall. Everything is still the same. Memories of Kettering, walking down the Gold Street Lane. Memories of Kettering, finding bits of joy inside the pain. Memories of Kettering, take the bus and lose the track again. Wimpy bar with a burger, brown sauce dripping down a dirty chin. Prince of Wales for a double, watching all the regulars rolling, lost within the crowded parlour. North and Soul at the North Park, clapping hands and moving to the grip, glowing red before the dark. Life was only what we made of it. Memories of Kettering, walking down the Gold Street Lane. Memories of Kettering, finding bits of joy inside the pain. Memories of Kettering, take the bus and lose the track again. Treading through the dust, treading through the damp, treading through the rust. Leather shoes and a pocket lamp, iron towns and a hollow stamp. Memories of Kettering, walking down the Gold Street Lane. Memories of Kettering, finding bits of joy inside the pain. Memories of Kettering, take the bus and lose the track again. 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 Take the bus and lose the track again.
Oh, the rain that falls. Guns and brick and factory stacks, long shadows haunt the railway tracks where the Dixon name once rose in proud lines. Before the modern ruins blurred the design. Stitched soles and tough leather, rainy streets, leather scrap smell, stinging eyes from the factories, brick walls and rusted metal fences. The steam rises, the train whistles, the wind carries me back, going home to Kettering, Northamptonshire sun on my face, going home to Kettering, finding my pace, my place in the heart of the shires. Riding the swings of Wickstead Park, dizzy highs spill sugar on my sleeves, falling down, getting back up to run again. The bells ring, the gates open, the past calls my name, going home to Kettering, Northamptonshire sun on my face, going home to Kettering, finding my pace, my place in the heart of the shires, dancing wild inside the drill hall, drinking dark ale at the Royal Hotel. We watched the poppies, we yelled for the poppies at Rockingham Road, sneaking kisses in the Odeon back row, rock and roll thunder at the Tin Hat, shopping bags on Gold Street running through the rain, going home to Kettering, Northamptonshire sun on my face, going home to Kettering, finding my pace, my place in the heart of the shires. Oh, take me home, take me back to the shoe town, take me back to the boots and the pride, take me back, take me back, take me back.
Smokestack stop up beside me, bitter cold. 3C stars and Kettering where the dirt stayed stuck. Mud on boots in Montague Street, I'm still searching. Found the pulse inside the noise, everything is loud. Maybe I saw the lady, maybe I saw the water, maybe it went under. Where's my Kettering, the iron in the air? Where's my Kettering, everything I left back there? Where's my Kettering, rifle club and empty bottles, clink brass bands in the pleasure park, distant yellow horns stopping on the London road. Red to green I was swinging on the pirate ship, lost my head today. Maybe I saw the lady, maybe I saw the water, maybe it went under. Where's my Kettering, the iron in the air? Where's my Kettering, everything I left back there? Where's my Kettering? At the Rusty Gate, at the market stall, at the hollow wall, walking around the Lady of the Lake, nothing stays the same, everything is fake. Where's my Kettering, the iron in the air? Where's my Kettering,
Oh. Walking Rose Street on a winter morning, red brick roads under the rain, watching shoppers huddle near the storefronts. The engine whistles on the railway track, steam rose high, fields turn green, days went by. Going back to Kettering, taking a train out to the East Midlands. Going back to Kettering, checking my coat at the Royal Hotel. Going back to Kettering, feeling at home once again. I held you close in the dark at the Odeon, staring up at the giant screen. Cotton candy air at Wicksteed Park. We watched the Popeyes kick the ball at Rockingham Road. Stood our ground, made some noise, lost and found. Going back to Kettering, taking a train out to the East Midlands. Going back to Kettering, checking my coat at the Royal Hotel. Going back to Kettering, feeling at home once again. Rock and roll at the Tin Hat, we spun and shook at the drill hall, drinking bitter in the corner booth. The town grew older, but we stayed the same. But going back to Kettering, taking a train out to the East Midlands. Going back to Kettering, checking my coat at the Royal Hotel. Going back to Kettering, feeling at home once again.
Heavy clouds hanging low across the brickwork on Northfield Avenue. Iron gates swinging slow, Grandpa wearing white for the Bowling Green. Everything we were, everything we had is just a ghost now. But I will wait for you under the amber light, catching the last bus to Kettering, the last bus to Kettering. We are coming home. The pirate ship used to fly, spilling pockets of ginger laughter. Through the rain we would sigh to the lady of the lake in the tall grass. Everything we were, everything we had is just a ghost now. But I will wait for you under the amber light, catching the last bus to Kettering, the last bus to Kettering. We are coming home. Sticky tiles in Central Hall, tumbling out of the King's Arms. I felt it all, I felt it all, I felt it all, I felt it all. The last bus to Kettering, we are coming home. We are home, it gets so long, but like catching the last bus to Kettering. But so going home, it gets so charming to hold on tight.
Heavy hammer hitting heights 10 miles south of the hill. I recall those icy buns at Barlow's Bakery. The rain sits on the market square. The winter air smells of leather. The winter air smells of time. It smells of life. Going home to Kettering. Yes, I'm going home to Kettering. Find me by the stone. Take me to the stone. Going home to Kettering. Spinning round at Central Hall, ducking through the post office arcade, searching bins at Alf Bailey's for a song I forgot. The gold nets shake at Rockingham. I saw the poppies rise. I saw them fall. I saw it all. Going home to Kettering. Yes, I'm going home to Kettering. Find me by the stone. Take me to the stone. Going home to Kettering. Bagshaw's oil and paper salt, salt and vinegar and grease, Wicksteed water in my eyes, grease and salt and memories. Going home to Kettering. Yes, I am going home to Kettering. Find me by the stone. Take me to the stone. Going home to Kettering. Going home to Kettering. Going home. Yes, I am going home. Going home to Kettering.
Time coming.
Got my hair cut sharp and neat.
Road nights sold me Brutus shirts.
Proper gear for strolling down Gold Street.
Starkist togs had mini skirts swinging.
Market store for denim jeans.
Threepence in the pocket, living out those local teenage dreams.
Smell the beans of Cobblers, sausages, Harrison and Kings. Got the girl and I got the love. Leslie Smart for wedding rings. Saturdays in Kettering. Saturdays in Kettering. Loving like a stroll down the high street with a burger and a sing-along song. Saturdays in Kettering. Saturdays in Kettering.
Woolies counter where I used to lift the sweet.
They should have bought from the cold stove.
Paperbacks from Fredmore shop. Scuffing up my boots on the lino floors.
Got my first bike down at Glover's.
Mr. Ray for bargains on the side.
Find beer upstairs for a cup of tea.
ever since a local pride.
40p's for a fancy bra,
Marks and sparks for some posh nosh.
we didn't have much money then, but we surely